purposes. Definition of Kaizen costing. Mechanism of Kaizen costing. Benefits and challenges in implementing Kaizen costing. Application of the Kaizen costing for planning, control and decision-making purposes.
What is Kaizen costing? Kai means change, meanwhile Zen means good. Together, Kaizen means good change or continual improvements. Kaizen is a procedure where a product undergoes cost reduction and continual improvements even if it is already in production. It starts from a small change. It involves the participation of all employees from lower to top management. Hami introduced Kaizen to the West in 1986 through his book The QP of Japan's Competitive Success. In this modern era, Kaizen is recognized and practiced worldwide as an important factor of companies' long-term competitive strategy.
How to implement Kaizen costing. The main objective of Kaizen costing is to lower the actual cost of production below the standard cost. Most companies will use Kaizen costing in order to improve the products in terms of costs, quality, delivery, management, safety and time by eliminating the waste includes. Overproduction, producing the products more than the amount it should be. Defect, imperfection or error product. Waiting, delay production. Overprocessing, unnecessary steps involved in production. Motion, unnecessary action of people or equipment. Transportation, unnecessary transportation of inventory.
In the making of continuous improvement, most of the companies adopted plan-do-check action cycle in order to solve the problem of the production. There are 4 stages involved: plan stage, do stage, check stage, and action stage. Plan stage. In this stage, employees try to identify the problems that are needed for improvement and analyze them. Thus, the employees can make a planning on what can be improved, establish the objective or fix the objective, and how this objective can be achieved. Do stage. During this stage, the plans are implemented. Therefore, the improvement in management or production are carried out in small-scale study and test the changes. Any feedback or result from the test are collected. Check stage. It is the measurement of the performance of the product. The employees are required to review the test by making a comparison of before the changes and after the changes of the products. The results are being analyzed and identify on what should be done or learned from the test. Action stage. This stage is where the solutions are made whether to adopt the changes, abandon the changes, or repeat the PDCA cycle. The action are taken based on what have been learned from the test. There are a few techniques or practices involved in Kaizen costing. One of them is 5S principles. First, 3. Sort. Involves in eliminating or dispose unnecessary items in the workplace. Second, see it on, set in order, which means arrange the necessary items properly so that it is easier to identify the location of the items. Third, CISO, shine. It is always clean the workplace including the equipment in order to identify the problems and sustain the improvement. Fourth, Siaketsu, standardize. It involves standardize the best practices and maintain a high standard within the workplace. Lastly, Shitsuke, sustain, which is keeping on maintaining the standard and improve every day. Benefits of Kaizen costing. First, reduces waste such as defect inventory and time waste. Second, develop teamwork. When all employees work together, they will develop a great teamwork. Third, increase product quality. When a company keeps on doing continuous improvements, this will lead to increasing product quality. Fourth, improve customer satisfaction. When the product's quality increases, it will lead to increase in customer satisfaction. Lastly, help to improve safety in the workplace. When the work area is clean, it helps to avoid accidents that can lead to workers' serious injuries.
Yay!
There are a lot of benefits to implement Kaizen costing for an organization. But, are there any challenges in implementing Kaizen costing? There are 4 challenges in implementing Kaizen costing which will be explained later. First is resistance to change. Second is fail to motivate the employees to participate in Kaizen activities. Third, ineffective training, and lastly is lack of proper communication about Kaizen. For resistance to change, it happens when the employees does not support new initiatives. Employees resist to implement Kaizen in their organization because of poor experiences with change in past. Changes are often drastic, perception of Kaizen as a foreign concept, and others. Second, some of the managers in an organization fail to motivate the employees to participate in Kaizen activities. This happens when the managers are not able to give a supportive effort which lead to unmotivated employees. For instance, the managers are unable to encourage their employees to make changes and improvement in production. For ineffective training, we know that trained employees are the key in remaining competitive, in which it leads the organization for a better performance. It happens when the managers are unable to provide proper training to their employees, such as there is no proper procedures or guidelines provided, which can lead the employees face some difficulties in understanding the flow of an organization. Lastly, some of the managers in an organization are having poor communication with their employees. This happens when the managers are not explaining the Kaizen costing very well to employees, that lead to misunderstanding about Kaizen costing. For example, the employees did not know what to do and how to deal with challenging and demanding nature of Kaizen costing without the supervision and guidance of the managers.
Application of Kaizen method. 1. Planning. 2. Control. 3. Decision making.
The company that practices Kaizen method are Toyota and Daihatsu.
Planning by using Kaizen method are 1. To identify and analyzing the problem incurred. 2. To find what can be improved and how it can be improved. 3. To find an objective and to think about how this objective can be improved. The Toyota company make a plan using the Kaizen method on their office work, engineering design section, and product strategy.
Next is control. Kaizen method include the 5S strategy in their control system, which is 1. Siren, 2. Seton, 3. Seizen, 4. Seikatsu, 5. Shitsug.
Siri means sorting. Siri requires the team to remove all items that clearly do not belong in the area. Seton means ordering or arrangement. Seton used to make everything is arranged in its own place.
The next principle is called Seizo in Japanese language, which is referred to cleaning. There are a few examples of cleaning. They are depends on the type of the company. For Toyota or Daihatsu, it is the cleaning of tools, working area and machines in order to maintain their quality. This is useful in detecting any problems such as oil leaking from the machine. Next principle is called Seikatsu in Japanese language, which refers to standardize. This principle is to ensure that the company has the same or common guidelines of how to do the works. Basically, standard work is the most important principle in any manufacturing. Now, the last principle is called Shitsuke. It refers to sustaining. This principle is basically to make sure that the companies are continue to improve themselves by using all the previous of 5S principles. By applying the Kaizen costing in planning and control, this can help the management team of Toyota or Daihatsu in making the right decisions. Their purpose of decision-making are mainly based on two reasons. The first reason is to ensure that the company manage to reduce their cost of production on manufacturing. When the cost is reduced, the company will manage to increase their profit. Moreover, they will manage to achieve customer satisfaction, and which will help to increase their sales. Second reason is to reduce waste. This shows that the company is concerned about the environment and save more costs.